This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in last class, I was explaining about memorandum voucher. So I'm sharing the screen my. So I'm sharing the tally screen now. You can just see here. Is the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's that? Okay, so last class I was teaching that memorandum voucher. So you people understood
Ma'am,
memorandum voucher? Yeah.
ma'am, you told you'll teach how to do on-spot ledger.
I told you how to press Alt C.
Okay.
Press Alt C. And last class I taught memorandum voucher. No, is there any doubt in that one? All of you completed that entry, memorandum voucher.
Ma'am, no, you couldn't speak because you had some issues.
Yeah. So up to where you completed, or should I repeat once again by using the transactions?
And we're supposed to start with memorandum voucher.
No, pa. Actually, yesterday class I taught the memorandum voucher and we did one entry also, if you remember. So otherwise, we'll start from starting itself only. Okay.
Ma'am, we did
So
not do the entry.
you didn't do the entry. Okay, fine. So at least you have everyone activated the memorandum vouchers, right? You know
Yes,
how
ma'am.
to activate it memorandum voucher. So it is a simple way. Go to vouchers, other vouchers, and memorandum. You have to double click on this memorandum. It will display. Okay, do one thing. Everyone open memorandum voucher. Okay, go to gateway of tally. I repeat once again. Go to gateway of tally. First, you have to open your company. Gateway of tally. Vouchers. F10 other vouchers. Memorandum. If it is not showing, you have to click on show inactive. Then only you'll get. So this is I activated yesterday, so that's why it is showing now. Double click on memorandum voucher. Hope everyone are in the same screen memorandum voucher only. Done. Okay, so if you are in a memorandum voucher screen, so debit I'll take here traveling expenses. So like I'm telling now, if it is traveling expenses ledger is not there, we can create a spot ledger by pressing Alt C. See here the cursor is in the place of particulars. Here press Alt C. If you press Alt C, you can see here the ledger creation screen will be open. Is that clear? So you can press Alt C and create a traveling expenses ledger. Already I've created, so I'm just showing once again for you people traveling expenses, and this will comes under traveling expenses. This will comes under indirect expenses, and keep on enter save. already I've created, so right now I'm not saving this one. And in memorandum voucher, debit is traveling expenses. Amount I'll take here 2000. Okay, let me take here 3000. Done. Are you doing simultaneously with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so traveling expenses take 3000 and credit is cash. Save the entry. I did the entry in last class, so I'm changing here transport expenses. Credit is cash and give the narration as being traveling expenses paid. So you have to type being traveling expenses paid. Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, save the entry. Save the entry. Okay. So now I will show you how it will not affect your book of accounts. Okay. So as I told you in the last class itself, memorandum is a non-accounting voucher. So it will not affect your book of accounts until we convert it into the real voucher. Okay. So now what I will do, I'll just show you how it will not affect your book of accounts. So go to display more reports. So in a gateway of tally screen, we have a display more reports. Click on that. Trial balance. The first option in accounting is trial balance. Click on trial balance. So if you are in a trial balance screen, you can see these are the options. Like we have your capital account, current liability, current asset, sales account, purchase account, and we have your indirect expenses. So if I say yes for indirect expenses, you can see, I think you people will not get the traveling expenses. That option will not get. Same way, I am not getting the transport expenses, what I created the ledger now. So this is done in the last class, so that's why it is showing now. So in your trial balance expenses, it will not show the traveling expenses. Is it right? Is it showing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, right. Now go to daybook. In a gateway of tally screen, under transactions, we have a daybook. Now go to daybook and you can see one entry, it is showing in italic wordings memorandum. Got it, everyone? You should go to daybook. Go to daybook. Done. You got the memorandum entry.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what you have to do, select that entry. Select the memorandum entry. Select the memorandum entry and On right side, you can see here payment option is there. Click on that one. Click on payment and you can see the screen is changed to payment. You got it? The screen is changed to payment. Now keep on enter. Keep on enter and save the entry. Keep on enter and save the entry. Done. Now you can go back. The same thing. Go to display more reports, trial balance, again indirect expenses, and now you can see the traveling expenses option will display. Got it? Got it, everyone? Still you have any doubts? Okay. Okay, now the one more non-accounting voucher I told you in the last class, that is a post-dated voucher. So post-dated voucher will be using here to issue the post-dated checks. So in other words, we can also call it as a post-dated voucher as PDV. That is a post-dated voucher. PDV are a post-dated voucher. So the functional key or a shortcut key for post-dated voucher is Control T. So Control T is a shortcut key for post-dated voucher. So this post-dated voucher, we call it as it is a financial document or it is a voucher is creating in an accounting software, and here it is allow user to record the transactions that will occur in the future dates. For example, post-dated check. So here I'll take one example. Every month we'll pay the rent for the company rent. We can take an example here. So now we are in a December month. So I'm supposed to pay every month rent. So January month rent I am paying in December month itself through the check. So what I will do for the owner, I will give the post-dated check. But in the bank, the check amount will be deducted when the date will come, when the January date will and when the January month date will come. Okay, so this one we call it as a post-dated check. So here the main things we have to specify the date should be very specific here, and here it will not affect your book of accounts, so it will does not affect your book of accounts till the particular date. And the automation is nothing but automatically the amount will be deducted when the day is come. And mainly it is used for the future payments or future receipts. So this is a use of post-dated vouchers. So here, so before passing the post-dated voucher, so I've taken one example here. If you have a paid rent by a bank and the check date is post-dated, what we have to do in this scenario? The first thing we have to check the bank balance, and the next one we have to pass the entry in payment voucher. I'm going to show now. So to check the bank balance, so you should be in a gateway of tally screen. Go to gateway of tally, display more reports, account books, cash or bank book, and you can see we have list of banks here. So I have taken here Axis Bank, ICICI Bank and SBI Bank. These are the three companies I am using for this. I am using in a tally. So these are the banks I am using for the company: Axis Bank, ICICI Bank and SBI Bank. You can check in your company what are the banks you have created, along with the balance also. In Axis Bank, I have 1,20,000, ICICI Bank 63, and SBI Bank I have only 30,000. So the first thing we have to check the bank balance. To check the bank balance, the procedure is go to gateway of tally, display more reports, account books, cash or bank book, and it will display the cash and also the bank. What are the banks we have created and the balance it will show here. The first step. The second one is I'll go to voucher. Okay. So we have to pass the entry in a payment voucher. So it should be in a payment voucher itself. Debit, I'll take here rent paid. So example, rent paid rupees 10,000 by, okay, let me take here Axis Bank only. Through check. Okay. So I am paying the rent through the check. All of you are in a payment voucher?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So debit is rent paid 10,000. So before passing the entry, what we have to do? On right side, you can see here. There is an option here, post dated. Got it, everyone? Right side, there is an option here, post dated. And the shortcut key, you can see T, under T, there is double dash. So we have to use a control plus that particular character. That means control T. In a payment voucher, right side, post dated option is there. Just click on this before doing the transactions. I'll repeat once again. Go to voucher, click on post dated. So in a tally we have I am in a month of 1st of September. So now I am paying the month for October month. Before passing the entry, I'll click on post dated. Now you can see the status is post dated. And I'll change the date by pressing F2. Otherwise, you can click on date on the right side. I'll take 110. Debit is rent paid 10,000. First, you should make the status is post dated by pressing the right side. You have a post dated, or you can use the shortcut key as Control T. Then type the debit is rent paid and the debit amount is 10,000. You can take a cost category and cost center and take the bank. Which bank? you have a more balance, you can take that bank. So right now I am taking in Axis Bank. Okay. And here the transaction type will be check. Instrument number, I'll give one fake check number. Post dated issued, I'll take here. Date is 1st of October. For note, I'll take here rent. Done everyone till here? Okay. And give the narration as being rent paid using post dated check. Save this entry. Now I'll go to display more reports, accounts book, cash or bank book, and you can see in Axis Bank previously when I'm before doing the transactions we had 1,20,000. Now also the amount it's been same 1,20,000 only. The amount is not yet deducted. Done
Ma'am,
everyone?
could you tell again?
Yeah.
Could you repeat again?
You're in which voucher? You're in which screen?
I finished the transaction.
You finish the transaction. Is that amount is deducted in your bank? So only I told you before doing the transaction you have to check the bank balance. Did you check the bank balance before doing the transaction?
Yes, ma'am.
So is the amount will be same? Okay. See in this Axis Bank before doing that before doing the entry, the same amount it was there 1,20,000. After passing the post dated entry, it's been same amount. So now when the amount will be deducted? So now I issued the post dated check for 1st of October. Okay. Think that today is the 1st of October. I have to clear the check in bank. So I'll go to vouchers. So instead of voucher, go to day book. Go to day book. Select the entry. Go to day book. Select the entry. And the status what it is showing post dated. And you can see control T we have a right now we have an option called current. Click on current. Now it will go off. The status post dated will remove. Keep on enter and save the entry. Keep on enter and save the entry. Now I'll go back to display more reports, account books, cash or bank book, and now you can check it out in Axis Bank. The amount will be deducted. Got it?
Ma'am, could you repeat the steps after your current again? Sorry.
Yeah. Go to day book. Mute yourself.
Mm.
No, who is there? Kavya, mute yourself. Okay. So which one? Okay. Go to day book. Go to day book. Select that payment entry, and now it has been replaced with post dated. So you'll be getting the option as current. Click on that one and keep on enter save. Done. And you can check it out the bank balance. clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So, is there any doubts in post-dated or memorandum voucher?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, in last class, I taught you that this one check printing option. Is there any doubts in check printing option? Like I've given some check range. Is there any doubts? Anyone? Because the next concept I'm going to take that related to check printing only. So today I'm going to show that how to do the cancel check and how to create a blank check, all those things. So for that, before we have to activate the check printing configurations. So if you have any doubts in that, we can just activate once again. So is there any doubts in that? Okay. So I think, have you heard about cancel check? Right. So the cancel check are nothing but I'm showing in a PPT. See, this is a cancel check. A check with the two parallel lines drawn across it and the word cancelled written between the lines. It is not signed or cannot be used for any transactions. So you can see here, I pasted one image of cancel check. Okay. So the uses of this check is proof of account. It is used to verify bank account details such as the account number, IFSC code, and bank name. So whenever if I am taking any loan from the bank, so I have to give one cancel check because the bank people they have to verify my account details, account number, IFSC code, and the bank name. Everything should be proper. So that is the reason we have to issue the cancel check. That is one reason. And there is the same thing, loan applications we have to give, and KYC is nothing but know your customer. So this process we have to give a cancel check. Other than this, if I am opening a demat account for mutual fund investment or any insurance policies, for these things mandatory we have to give a cancel check. And ECS mandate. So ECS is nothing but electronic clearing service. If I am taking any loan, if I am clearing the loan, so that time I have to give a compulsory, I have to give cancel check. Okay. And we have one more option here, blank check. So blank check is nothing but the check is that signed by the account holder but does not have any details filled in such as amount, date, and payee name. So only the blank check we can't issue for any like unknown persons. Only the authorized persons. So we can give a blank check. And the uses of this blank check is authorization of for payments. Commonly given to the trusted individuals or institutions for future transactions, allowing them to fill in the amount when they required. And here post-dated payments will be using that blank check, and mainly it is very risky. Unauthorized withdrawals may be happen here, and it should only be given with caution. So now, so before doing this cancel check or blank check, the check printing configuration we have to do compulsory. So last class I did check printing configuration or a check range for the ICICI bank. So today once again I am doing for the different bank. So let me do it for Axis Bank here. You can try it with a one more bank. I'll go to Axis Bank bank account, and you can see this option, set or alter range for checkbooks. This option you should take yes. Select any one bank. I'm repeating again. Go to alter. Go to gateway of tally. Alter. We are just altering the check configuration here. Go to alter. Ledger. Select any one bank. Any one of the bank you have selected. And here set or alter range for checkbook, it should be yes. And we have to give a from number to to number. So I'm creating a different numbers today.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
what is the purpose of creating these from and to numbers, ma'am?
So this is a check range. So like in reality also we have a checkbooks. In that you will be getting the check numbers. In a one checkbook we'll get 25 check leaves. Right.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm creating from number to to number. This is a checkbook number along with the checkbook and the range, the numbers, check numbers.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you can create the same thing. Okay. So I'll give some time to create. You can just create and tell me. Done, everyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Create.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Press enter. Here we have the next option. We have here enable check printing. Yes is there. And here next to that set or alter check printing configuration. Type yes here. So just now we created the checkbooks, we gave the check number, everything. And here set or alter check printing configuration. This option you should make yes. So once you type this, press enter. It will go here, check printing configuration screen. You can see there is nothing is entered here. It is an empty. And right side, you can see here copy from. On right side, you can see the option as copy from. Just click on that option. On right side, you have a copy from option. Click on that one. So once you click on that, last class I've created one ICICI Bank. It is showing now. So don't select ICICI Bank. Click on sample format. So on the right side, you have to click on copy from. Then you'll get this copy from screen. In this, you have to click on sample format. Done. So once you click on sample format, it will display automatically, it will fill the details here. The check dimension, width of the check, height of the check, cross check, check date, party's payee name, and amount in words, everything it will display. You can see here. All the details by default it will fill. And keep on enter. And you can see the style of date also, keep on enter. And it will give the preview option or a print option. You can see here the title is sample check printing. So just click on preview, don't go with the print, just click on preview. And you have an option called zoom. So we can make zoom option here. Click on zoom, it will display like this. So in last class I told you we are using Tally educational mode, so that's why we are not getting exact bank check. So if I am using in a license mode, I will get the Axis Bank check itself. Okay. Press escape to go back to the previous screen. Press escape. Escape again. And it will display the bank ledger screen. Keep on enter. And whatever the opening balance is there, the cursor will come to that and save the entry. Save this ledger. Okay. Done everyone? Is there any doubts? Because now I am going to start with the cancel check option. Okay. See here, this is an example for cancel check. I'll go to gateway of Tally. So all of you on a gateway of Tally screen, go to gateway of Tally, banking. Under banking, we have a three options here. The first three options you can see here, check printing, check register or post dated summary. Now, I'll select the second option as check register. Click on this check register and you can see here bank wise register. We have a two banks here, Axis Bank and ICICI Bank. Available checks, unreconciled, reconciled. So these are the total checks we have here. You can see the total number of checks we have in Axis Bank 66 and the ICICI Bank is 78. Now, I'll just click on Axis Bank. And here it will display what are the check range we are created. Office expenses, available checks are 15 and salary is 25, vendors is 25. If I click on this office expenses, you can see here these are the checks are available. Got it everyone? All of you in the same screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now select any one check, any number. Select and space bar. You have to press space bar, then only it will be selected. So first thing you have to place the cursor in a, see like this, you have to place the cursor. Once you place the cursor, you have to press space bar. You got the blue line like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now on right side you can see here there is an option here, alter status. The last one, alter status. Click on this and click on cancel check. So remarks, I'll just give here wrong amount. Or you can give like issuing to the bank. So whatever it is, you can write the remarks and save. Now you can see it will display cancel check. Got it, everyone? You have a doubt or you got it? That cancel check option.
Got it, ma'am.
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now if I want to reuse the check again, click on this, select it again go to alter status, reuse the cancel check, click on yes. See, it is now
Ma'am,
up.
could you repeat?
Yeah, select it once again, click on select the cancel check option. Now it has been cancel check. So click on that and press space bar again. It will be selected once again. And the right side you have here alter status. Okay. See here, now it is in a cancel check. Click on this one and press space bar. It's been selected. Now click on this alter status on right side. We can reuse the cancel check. Click on yes. Got it? Got it, everyone? Okay. So now the next thing, I'll take one blank check and I'll give an example for blank check. Okay. See carefully. Okay, I'll repeat the procedure again. In gateway of Tally, we should go to banking. And here we have an option called check register. I'll take Axis Bank. So I'll take the one more check range for vendors. Vendors. And it will display the check number and the status. So all of you are in the same screen because I'm going to pass one entry here. Okay. So I'll select the check number. The last three number is 153. I'll just select this one. Alter status. I'll take it as blank check. See here, I am unable to do the blank check now because to do this, you need to enable the allow zero value transaction option in the payment voucher type. So this is the error it is showing to me. Now, what I will do now, I have to alter the voucher. See everyone, go to alter voucher type. You can see in this accounting masters we have here voucher type. Click on voucher type and select the payment voucher. The voucher type should be payment. Select it and here under general I am showing the cursor here, allow zero value transaction. This option you should make yes. You got the procedure before doing this option yes? Or you want me to repeat again? You got the screen? Okay, so I'll just take this allow zero value transaction. Yes, save it. Okay, now the same procedure. I'll go to banking. I'll go to check register. I'll select Axis Bank, vendors. Okay, I'll just select the check number, space bar, alter status. Now I'll click on blank check. Immediately it will go to payment voucher. And you can see here, so for the supplier, I'm giving the blank check. So you can see in a voucher itself, the status is blank check and amount is not showing. I told you, in a blank check will not mention the amount. And you can see the automatically it will display the check number here. Being blank check issued or given to the supplier. Done everyone? Am I audible? Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Then response me, no?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. You're audible, ma'am.
Yeah. So okay, response for this. All of you got the things here. Blank check.
Then we should click on
Done, ma'am.
preview, right?
Click on save and go to preview. So once you click on save, click on preview. So it is just a blank check. Nothing is showing here. Only the supplier amount is not displaying here. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. You can see here in a check, in a instrument wise, you can see here blank check we have used, and we gave the party for the MN traders. Voucher type is payment, number, date, everything it will display except the amount. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'll just show you the this one ICICI Bank last class we have used. You can see here, by using this check number I paid the rent, and it is showing the amount here. The total amount is 7,000. This is what I did in last class by using ICICI Bank. So is there any doubts? Is there any doubts in blank check? And this is a procedure for to alter the voucher type. Okay. The next one is payment advice. So payment advice is nothing but, so if the, I think the outstanding payables and receivables, right? Do you remember payables and receivables in journal voucher? Okay, so payables is nothing but, so our company purchased the asset or goods from the suppliers, and I'll be purchasing on a credit basis. The amount will be in outstanding bills, so that will be there in payables. Okay, so I'll take one example now. You can do it simultaneously. I'll take one example for payables. Okay. See here, I've taken an example. Received bill worth rupees 8,000 from Global House for the stationery item purchased on credit. So in this example, Global House are the suppliers, they are the creditors. So Global House, they will comes under sundry creditors. Is a supplier for our company. What we purchased? We purchased stationery. So stationery is a indirect expenses for our company. So Global House is a creditor, is a supplier for our company. We purchase stationery and that too we purchased on credit basis. Okay. So this entry I have to pass it in journal voucher. I have to pass the entry in journal voucher. Can you tell me what is debit, what is credit here? Can anyone say? What is debit, what is credit? What is debit here? What is credit here? Okay, see here, I'll pass the entry in journal voucher. I'll go to vouchers. Journal voucher functional key is F7. Now debit. So I have to create a Global House and the stationery things. So debit is stationery. That ledger is not there. I'll just create a ledger as stationery by using shortcut key as Alt C. Alt C is a shortcut key to create a spot ledger. You can see it will go to secondary ledger creation. And this stationery is a indirect expenses for our company. I created stationery. It is 8,000 and I'll change to CR, that is a debit. Global House is not there, we have to create. Once again I'll press Alt C. I'll create Global House. So Global House is a supplier for our company. It comes under creditors. So now we are purchasing on credit basis. So we have to take here new reference bill. See, there are 4 types of bill here: advance, against reference, new reference, and on account. New reference we are using whenever we'll purchase the item on credit basis. We have to use a new reference bill. So after 15th day or after 1 month, we are clearing the bills. We are clearing the pending bills or outstanding bills. We have to take against reference. And
Excuse me,
advance,
ma'am.
yeah,
Global House comes under which category, ma'am?
sundry creditors.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So once you select sundry creditors, enter the amount, automatically it will display 4 types of bill. And advance, before purchasing the goods, we are paying the amount, and on account is spot payment. So now we are purchasing on credit basis. So I'll take here new reference. The name I'll take here Global House. So I'll take 1 month of time. So I'll just take here the next month date, 1st of November. And the amount will be 8,000. Got it? Got it, everyone? Okay. Now give the narration as being stationary purchased on credit. Being stationery purchased on credit. Done. Okay, save this entry. Okay, if you are done with the transaction, save this entry. So this is an example for payables. Payables is nothing but it will be in outstanding bills. I'll just show you here how to see the outstanding bill. Go to Gateway of Tally, display more reports. Go to Gateway of Tally, click on display more reports and statement of accounts, outstandings. Statement of accounts, outstandings, payables. You can see here just now I did one entry, global house. The bills in pending, it will be in a payables because we have to pay them, it will be in a payables. The same thing if I am receiving, if our company is receiving, it will be in a receivables. Okay. You got the procedure? Got it? Okay. Now, so before going for payment advice, I'll take one more entry in a receivables. So I'll do one entry in a receivables. Okay. You can see this entry here. Issued bill worth rupees 5,000 to Sham investors for consultancy services rendered on credit. Rendered is nothing but provided. Our company is provided the consultancy services for Sham investors. Okay. Now there are two ledgers here. One is Sham investors. He will comes under debtors. He is a customer for our company. We are given consultancy services. Our company gave consultancy services for Sham investors. So that will comes under indirect income. Consultancy services is a indirect income. Okay. Now the same thing I should pass the entry in journal voucher because whenever we are passing any entry like a credit basis, we have to do it in journal voucher because in a journal voucher will not take any cash or bank transactions. It will be used only for the adjustment entry. So we call it as a journal voucher as adjustment voucher. Pass the entry in journal voucher. We call it as a JV. Okay. So see everyone. So before this, let me create a ledger. This is a normal ledger creation. I'll go to Gateway of Tally, create ledger. Consultancy services. This is indirect income for our company. I'll select the group as indirect income. Save this one. Then I'll create one more ledger is Sham investors. He is a customer for our company. I'll take it as sundry debtors. Okay, save. Done everyone creating two ledgers. Do you have any doubts in this?
Ma'am, consultancy services comes under.
Indirect income. Indirect income. And create one more ledger as sham investors. It comes under sundry debtors. Done. Okay. Save this one. Sham investors ledger. Now we have to pass the entry. Go to vouchers. Journal voucher. Debit is sham investors. Amount is 5,000. Again we have to select here new reference bill. So I'll use the name as sham investors. And let me take 1 month of time or 15 days. So let me take here 15 days of time. Amount is 5,000. Got it? Credit is consultancy services. Give the narration as being consultancy services provided on credit. So pass this entry. You should pass it in journal voucher. Debit is sham investors, credit is consultancy services, and the amount will be 5,000.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
for all the credit transactions, should we choose the method of adjustment as new reference?
Yes. Whenever you're doing a credit transaction, we have to take it as new reference.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm not getting that option, ma'am. On
Which
account.
one? On account you're not getting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have created sham investors, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You just check it out on which group you have created. You're supposed to take sundry data. If you have taken some other group, it will not come. You just go back to gateway of tally, alter, ledger. Go back to gateway of tally, alter,
Yes, ma'am.
ledger. Select sham investors ledger
Yes, ma'am.
and check it out. It
Sundry
should,
data.
yeah, data only.
Yeah, I taken that one, ma'am.
Okay. You come back to journal voucher.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, first it should be debit only. I'm showing the cursor here. The debit is sham investors.
Yes, ma'am.
Press enter.
Yes, ma'am. It's showing credit now.
Now it is showing right new reference against reference.
No, ma'am. It's showing credit, ma'am.
Credit.
Yes, ma'am. Next entry.
No. What I'm telling, no, in a journal voucher, it is showing debit, right?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
first option. Select here sham investors. Type sham investor. SH if you type, it will display sham investors.
Yes, ma'am. I selected, ma'am.
Hmm.
Entered amount also, ma'am.
Hmm.
If I go through enter, ma'am, it's showing next entry credit. We have to choose a
Okay.
ledger.
Okay. Do one thing. So I've selected sham investors. Select like this only. Place the cursor in
Yes,
sham investors and
yes, ma'am.
press Control Enter. In a keyboard, Control Enter. You can use any one Control Enter.
Yes, ma'am.
You got the screen, right? Ledger
Yes,
alteration. Okay. Now you just check it out. Maintain balance bill by bill. This option is yes or no.
no, ma'am.
Okay, make it as yes.
Okay, ma'am. Now it's showing, ma'am.
Yes.
Should I have to take it as new reference,
New
ma'am?
reference. Yeah, you have to take it as new reference. And the
Okay,
name
ma'am.
is Sham Investors.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
And take 15 days of time
Okay, ma'am.
and enter the amount 5,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in credit
Yes.
side, consultancy services.
Yeah, ma'am. Done, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. After this, you have to save the entry. Save this entry and we'll check it out in the outstanding receivables. The same
Ma'am,
procedure.
narration. Narration.
Okay. So being consultancy services provided on credit. Being
Okay, ma'am.
consultancy services provided on credit. Okay. Now I have to check the outstanding receivables. Go to gateway of tally, display more reports. Click on display more reports. Statement of accounts. Outstandings. You can see here the path it is showing here, gateway of tally, display more reports, statement of accounts, outstandings, receivables. You can see just now I did the entry on Sham Investors. Done. Okay. See, payment advice we are using here to remind the creditors or debtors. For example, sham investors, they are taken only 15 days of time. After 15th day or after 20 days, they are not paying the amount to us. So in that case, what we will do, we will send the reminder letter to them. That is what we'll be using in a payment advice. Okay. Now you can see here. All of you check it out in the payment. This one only, right? Outstanding receivables. Okay, I'm going to show now payment advice. The same procedure, go to display more reports in a gateway of tally, statement of accounts, outstandings, ledger. So I'll take here sham investors. So in outstandings, you have to select ledger. I'm repeating again. In outstanding, don't go with the receivables or payables. Select the ledger. And here it will display the party ledger. Select sham investors. Okay. Then print option. Are you in the same screen, everyone? Are you in the same screen? Okay. So I'll go to print option, current. See here, you can see the report type is ledger outstanding, types of bill is pending bills, and I'll go to preview. See, this is our company sending the,
Could you repeat this step? I'm not getting how the print option.
yeah, that is what you have to respond, please. See here, 2 minutes, ma, I'll come. 2 minutes, I'll come. Okay, sorry. So gateway of tally, display more reports, statement of accounts, outstanding ledger. In this, you have to select the party ledger as sham investors. So party ledger is sham investors, and click on print option. In this, you have to click on current, and here preview, and click on zoom. Got it now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now I have to clear the bill. So let me clear the bill now. Okay, so let me clear the receivable bill now. Now tell me, can anyone say on which voucher we can clear the bill, the receivables? So receivables is nothing but I have to receive the amount from the customers. On which voucher we have to pass the entry?
Receipt voucher, ma'am.
Yeah, receipt voucher. Go to vouchers. So the screen is showing in a journal voucher. Press F6. Press F6 for receipt voucher and make it as double entry mode. Change mode here. Select double entry. So now credit is sham investors. So you should pass the entry in receipt voucher. If it is in a single entry mode, make it as double entry. First credit will come here, sham investors. So once I select sham investors, the amount is 5,000. Enter the amount. Done. And you can see here immediately it will display the again 4 types of bill it will display. I told you know when we are clearing the pending bills we have to take here against reference. Select against reference, everything it will display here. What is the name, bill, due date, balance, final balance, everything it will display. Got this screen? Because if I move to the next screen, I can't come back this one. Got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And debit is cash. How we are receiving the amount, whether it is in a cash or bank, you have to mention here. And give the narration as being outstanding bills received. Being outstanding bills received. Outstanding bill received. Okay. Shall I save this entry? Done, everyone? You have to
Yes,
choose
ma'am.
against reference, do the entry, save it. So once you save this one, now we have to check it out in the outstanding. So after clearing the bill, will it be there in outstandings?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So I'll go to display more reports. We can check it out this one. Statement of accounts, outstandings, receivables. You can see here sham investors it is not showing. Because once the amounts it's been cleared, it will not display in outstandings. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I showed one entry in a payables. That is a global house. So again the payment advice we may received. So again the same procedure, the preview, and you can see the bill here. The pending bills will be in a payment advice. Now I have to clear the payables bill. On which voucher will be using to clear the payables?
Payment.
Payment voucher, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. So we have to clear the bill in payment vouchers. So we'll create now. We'll do that entry. Now, what is the shortcut key for payment voucher?
F5.
F5.
F5. So go to payment voucher and debit is global.
Global House.
Enter the amount. So once you enter the amount, it will display the types of bill. Here you have to choose against reference. So once I select against reference, it will display what is the name, due date, amount, everything it will display. And credit, how we are paying the amount by cash or bank, we have to mention here, and give the narration as being outstanding bills paid. In a previous example, I received the amount, now I am paying the amount, outstanding bills paid. Done this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Save the entry. So now it will not display in payables. Statement of accounts, outstanding, payables, global house will not be there. You can see even in a payment advice, in a ledger also it will not show. Okay, is there any doubts in today's session? Check printing, cancelled check, blank check, payment advice.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So the remaining concept I'll teach you in the next class. Next class on
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. So happy Christmas to everyone.
Same to you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am. Same to you.
Okay. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.